Hey guys, it's Alex here, and I'm back with Afan Lido for the February review for season 11. And boy, do I have some good news for you. Well, not good news, some exciting fucking news for you. Um, Transfers first. Nothing happened in the transfer. I think let Ryan Wigley go back to Cardiff because he wasn't playing for us, and I loaned out some youth players. I did try and get some players to come in, but they were snapped up by bigger teams. Leon House is leaving at the end of the season to join Ross County. Um, he joins at the end of the season, so he was not really doing anything, and I thought I'd just let him go. But there we go. But I think also, yeah, we've got a new affiliated club. I asked for another one, and we've got FC Nantes in France, who's very good because they have a very good youth setup and whatnot. So I've got England, France, Portugal, Scotland, and Turkey. So hopefully you can get some players from there, which will be good. Um, but yeah, facilities wise, if you look, we got superb training facilities, great youth facilities, exceptional junior coaching, which is good. And if we look at the board, we get more training, which we finished next season. I know, yeah, well, they're like next season 12. But yeah, so we go straight into the fixtures today. Um, if I'm just gonna take away the Champions League for now. Go through the league. So we had some friendlies and whatnot, and as I told you, I think I showed you that one. Then we beat Newtown 7-0, which is pretty crazy. Lewis O'Connor, Robert Callahan, Brian Simmons, Billy Thompson, Eugenia Blanco, Craig Williams, and own goal. Then we beat Bala 8-0, one of our biggest wins in the league, I think. Lee Williams with 4, Darren McCaw, Simon Draper, Alan Richards, and Darren Mainwaring. Then we beat Penny Bont 3-1, Adam Wade, Robert Callahan with 2. Then we beat ABBA 4-2, Hillier with 2, Darren McCaw and Robert Callahan with 1 there. Then beat TNS 2-1 at home, quite a close match here. Robert Callahan and Lewis O'Connor with the goals. Then we beat Real 5-1 in the league. Ryan Wigley with his first goal, Alan McLean, Billy Thompson with 2, and Eugenia Blanco with goal. Then we had the Premier League Cup first round, and we beat Abbott 5-2. Alan McLean, Lee Williams with 2, Paul Phillips with 2, to give us that win there. 3-0 versus Ryder, Robert Callahan, Williams, and Blanco. 5-0 versus Haverfordwest, Robert Callahan with a hat-trick, Alan Edwards and Billy Thompson. And then 9-0 in the Premier League Cup quarter-final versus Penny Bont. I think this is a record as well. And we had a man sent off after 52 minutes. Darren McCaw got a hat-trick, Simon Draper got 2, Adam Hillier got a hat-trick, and Alan Richards got 1 there, which is pretty crazy. Seven Druids, so we beat 3-0. Robert Callahan, Joshua Leary, and Eugenio Blanco. Then we beat Penny Bont again, 5-0 in the Welsh Cup this time. Callahan, Alan Edwards with 2, and Billy Thompson with 2. Then we went on to beat Care 7-1 in the Welsh Cup, I think. Darren McCaw with 4 and Simon Draper with 3. The two strikers just doing everything that game. 4-0 versus Bangor. Eugenio Blanco with 2, Lewis O'Connor and Derek Russell and McLean sent off. 4-1 versus Bala. Colin Nelson, Lee Williams with 2, and Craig Lewis with his first goal for the club, I think. Then we beat Airbus 3-0. Simon Draper with a penalty, Callahan with 2, and we had Chris Waters sent off 15 minutes in, but we still won, which kind of shows our dominance. 5-1 versus Newtown. Josh McCoy, Blanco with 2, McLean and Lewis O'Connor. We beat Penny Bont 1-0 here, which was very, very close. 89th minute from Simon Hurley. I don't know what happened in that game, but that was a bit shit. Then we beat TNS 3-2. Very close. They had a man sent off. Darren McCourt with 2 and Simon Draper with 1 there. ABBA, we beat 3-2 also. Simon Draper and Lewis O'Connor 2. We actually won in the last minute, which is very good. 3-0 versus Real. Lee Williams, Billy Thompson and Luke Riley with his first goal. 3-0 versus Ryder, again. Simon Draper, Robert Callum with 2, and he missed his penalty for the hat-trick, which was disappointing. 7-1 versus Haverfordwest. Simon Draper with the hat-trick, Paul Phillips with 2, Phil Warlow with a rare goal, and Hillier there. And then we went and beat Airbus 8-1. Derek Russell with 2, Robert Callahan, Lee Williams, Lewis O'Connor with 2, Hillier, Craig Williams, there we go. 5-0 versus Seven Druids. Darren McCall with 2, an own goal, and Robert Callaghan with 2. 5-0 versus Care in the Welsh Cup 4th round. Robert Callaghan, Simon Draper penalty, hat-trick, and Hillier. And that's it so far. So, yeah, kind of dominating again. 22 played, 22 won, 91 goals for, 13 against, 66 points. TNS, second. Airbus, third. ABBA in fourth. Bangor City, Real, Haverfordwest, blah blah blah. Penny Bont and Newtown both look down already. If we look at the stats for the league, we've got all the average ratings apart from one. Callahan's actually up there with goals scored, which is pretty good. He's got 17 this season and he's got 12 assists, so he looks like he's going to be competing for Player of the Season, which will be good. But yeah, I just actually wanted to show you just ridiculous bids we've had for people. I think Craig Williams has had quite a few. Darren Mainwaring's had up to 400. Alan McLean had a loan. Nathan Roberts had a few. Simon Hurley. I think they've all gone away, but oh wait, Wayne Clark, 2.1 million and 1.5 million, which is pretty crazy for Wayne Clark. Like, my right back is ridiculous, and they've all got a load of people have got more Welsh caps. So if you look at the senior team, look at that. We got John Walters, Wayne Clark, Alan Richards, Simon Hurley, Chris Waters, Robert Callaghan. Normally we have Hillier and Draper in there as well. Hillier's normally a starter, but it's just crazy. Yeah. But now the interesting bit. So, turn Champions League back on. So, first group of the game of the Champions League, we lost 1-0 to PSG at home. A free kick from Jorge Luis Figueroa, who's a very good player. It's a centre-back, my God. Wasn't too bad, actually. They dominated, but to be fair, we're only 1 goal down, which is pretty good there. We then went to Sporting away and drew 1-1, which is kind of good, got points. Willie Williams is the guy there. He really should have finished it off and made it 2-1, but he couldn't after they went up 1-0, so that was a point there. We then had Bayern at home, and we drew 2-2 with them. At one point, look at that. They had a man sent off, and they brought it back to 2-1. Darren McCaw scored 92nd minute. Hillier scores to give us 2-2 versus Bayern. So that's another point there. And then obviously Bayern was the turnaround. But look at that. Like, what the fuck? We beat Bayern bloody 2-1 within, like, right before the end of the first half, and right at the start of the second half, they scored with 8 minutes to go, and I just put everyone on defensive, and I just hold out, please. Look at that free kick there. I need to slow this down actually, because there we go. I've had it on fast for these games, but free kick, and then free kick. Both free kicks there. It's just crazy, absolutely mental here. And I'll show you the Bayern goals as well for the 2-2. McCaw, if it wants to load. But yeah, McCaw's been amazing in the Champions League this year. I don't know why, but they still have Müller, they still have Lewandowski, Alaba, Tony Cruz. But here we go, Simon Hurley on the ball, Chris Waters, Draper into McCaw, and then rounds the goalkeeper and puts it in, which is just 1-0 up. And then we went down 2-1, which was really annoying. I put us on overload, and look at this. I don't even know. Hillier puts the ball in, and what happens there? I just don't know. It was just mental. So when we got a 2-1 win versus Bayern, but then away at PSG, we won 2-1. What the fuck? Like, we went 1-0 down, and I don't know what I did. I think I might have put us on standard or attacking or something, and we brought it back to 2-1 in the first half, and then held out the entire second half, and didn't concede, and won 2-1 versus PSG. It's just absolutely mental. I had no idea why. Russ, look at that. McCaw putting through a really tight angle there actually to score, and that put us 1-1. And then extra time, Nathan Roberts with the goal kick up top, and he just goes over and look at him, straight through. Just unbelievable. I don't know how that happened. And then finally, for the last group game, we beat Sporting 3-1. McCaw put us up early on from a, don't know what kind of goal it was. I don't know, just him again scoring. But then Alex levelled for Sporting straight after the Chris Waters into Hurley. Williams puts the ball in. McCaw, great finish there. Then Draper scored to make it 2-1 here. Look at that, right off the bar, and he somehow got in there and scored it. I think he slide tackled, and then in the second half, Lee Williams made the win secured. And look at that, made it 3-1, our biggest win in the Champions League group stage. But what does that all mean? It means we're in the first knockout round of the Champions League. Look at that, 3 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. We started with a loss, got 2 draws, and then won 3 games. We finished above Bayern Munich in our group by 1 point. We needed to win against Sporting because they beat PSG on the last day of the season. Um, well, not the last day of the season, the last game. But look at that, we scored joint most top goals there. Is I don't understand how. It is just ridiculous. Our coefficients are going to go up so much due to that. It's just crazy. Um, but yeah, it's just mental. I'll show you the stats for the season. Top goal scorer is Simon Draper, then Callahan with 21, then McCaw, Williams with 17, and he's got 10. Assists wise, Simon Draper's top again as usual, 18. Hilly's got 17. Lewis O'Connor's got 14. Darren McCaw with 13. Callahan with 12, and Lee Williams 10. And assists average rating wise, Simon Draper is the best with 8.14, which is very good, and Lewis O'Connor's got 8.05. But yeah, it's just absolutely mental that we're in the next round of the Champions League. Like, I was hoping just for third place, really, but then we beat PSG out of nowhere, and it's just ridiculous. I don't even know. It's just crazy. But yeah, this is I just wanted to show you my profile actually, but I haven't really looked at it. 36 years old now. But I've got very good and world class reputation, which is pretty crazy because I've been getting offers from League One sides, like top League One Championship relegation candidates. I'm like, why would I leave like a Champions League team when Wales are dominating to go to League One, which is just crazy. But yeah, I don't know why I clicked search. But yeah, so I'll be back for the live com of the first knockout round. I don't know who we have yet. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's been Alex, and I'll see you guys later.